Don't run away. This actually might be a good game. I don't know. This is the demo, the free demo of Sword Art Online, Last Recollection, on the PlayStation 4. I've downloaded this demo. I think it's about 22 gigabytes. Good lord. But I'm playing it offline. We'll start a new game now. Difficulties have to select the narrative. Better equipment is more easily obtainable. That sounds cool. I'm not scared. We're doing hard difficulty for a demo. I want to say I actually bought this game. I just don't know where I put the. I don't know if I already sold it without playing it, or if I or if I don't know where I put the box. There's a non-zero chance I put the box in a different location because all of my I think all my Street Fighter games are packed away with it. So wherever the Street Fighter games are, that's where I'm gonna find the disc for this game.
上昇の戦士の名はドロシー・イザヤ・エリシバ。この祈りでかの者は守護を得る。最悪の神は笑わない。かの者は常に勝利する。その時私の頭の中には一つの記憶が浮かんでいた。人が死の淵に足を踏み込んだ時、それまでの人生の記憶がたくさん思い出されるという話を聞いたことがある。でも私の頭の中に浮かんでいるのはたった一つの出来事だけだった。まだ母さんが生きていた頃の記憶だ。私は尋ねた。世界が終わるのと自分が死ぬの、何が違いがあるのと。世界というものは私が認識して初めて私にとって世界になる。私が死ねば私が見ている世界もおしまい。私が死ねば私は世界が見られない。だからそれは世界の死と同じなのではと、そう尋ねる私に母さんは言った。母さんが死んでもその思い出はドロシーの中で生きてる。父さんの思い出も母さんの中で生きてる。自分が死んでも命はそこで終わりじゃないんだよ。決して見えずとも続いていくものが確かにある。世界はそうして自分が消えた後も続いていくんだと。母さんの言うことが本当なら私の命も誰かの中で生き続ける。きっと無駄じゃない。母さん、もしそばで見ていてくれるのなら応答してください。母さん、私あなたに誇れる生き方ができたでしょうか。立派に生きた？もう 頑張らなくてもいい？母さん、応答してください。応答してください。
Yeah, the PS4 wouldn't let me record that anime opening. And we're back! Turns out I do have a Sword Art Online game here. It's Hollow Realization. Not this game, but apparently it's an older game. From what year was it? Don't know, I can't see. It's like... Oh, wait, hold on. I thought there was an auto skip. Wait, isn't there an auto skip? Let me check the guide. There is an auto. There we go.
ああ、いや、なんでもないよ。
私はまた形の良い木の棒でも見つけたのかと思いました。
アリス、俺のことどれだけ子供だと思ってるんだ？さすがにもうそういうことは。いや、すごくいい棒だったらわからないけど。
まったく。それでもアンダーワールドを救った英雄ですか？お前はいつまでも脳を駆け回る子供のようですね。
俺は英雄なんかじゃないよ。
キリトがそう思わなくても周りの人はもうそういう目で見ているよ。
はい。お前は無作法者ですが、剣士としての腕前は一流。英雄と呼ばれるにふさわしい行いもしてきました。もっとしっかりしてください。
手厳しいな。それにしても出会った頃か。懐かしい。アリス、ユージよ。歩きながら昔話でもするか？
I guess we could reminisce. I don't know. Is this yeah.
桐ヶ谷和人はある日突然アンダーワールドと呼ばれるこの仮想世界に閉じ込められた。アンダーワールド、俺がテストダイバーとして関わっていた企業ラースが開発している次世代型フルダイブ実験機 STL ソウルトランスレーターの中にあるはずの世界だ。なぜこの世界に閉じ込められているのか、前後の記憶もあやふやなまま、俺はここからログアウトできる手段を探しさまよっている。幸運なことにこの世界で相棒と呼べる少年と出会った。苦楽を共にし互いに剣技を高め合う日々。しかし日常と呼べる日々はある日突然終わり、まるでそれが運命であったかのように闘争の中に身を置くことになった。今まで何度も俺を救ってくれた仲間の登場、新しい出会いで生まれた絆、みんなの力のおかげで数々の戦いに打ち勝ってきた。未だ現実世界に帰ることはできていないが、たとえこの世界が仮想世界であっても俺にとってはここで過ごした日々は現実だ。
キリト、昔話もいいですが、もうすぐ目的地の東の大門です。
Yeah.
おじさまが待っておいでですよ。さあ、行きましょう。
Kirito, stop lore dumping. I blame myself. I shouldn't have chosen that option. But yeah, this Hollow Realization game came out in like 2014. This is like a launch title for the PS4. Wow.
現実世界の高校生ではなくアンダーワールドの剣士だ。ここにいる人々のために剣を振るいたい。
Actually, I thought Lost Song was the PlayStation 4 launch title, because this Hollow Realization is a PS Vita game apparently. But this game, the game that I'm playing, is from 2020. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. They've been making 6 years of this. Wow, 6 years of Sword Art Online games.
今から言うことはカーディナルさんやアンダーワールドの人たちを傷つける言葉になると思う。構わん、続けてくれ。聞くならばわしが適任じゃ。 彼らの目的は高度なボトムアップ型の AI を作り出し、私たちの世界で兵器として軍事転用することなんです。ラースの人たちが求めている優れた人工高適応型知的自立存在はある名称が付けられています。アーティフィシャル・レイビル・インテリジェント・サイバネーテッド・イグジスタンス、通称アリス。すべてはこのアリスを生み出すためだけに用意されました。このアンダーワールドすべてがです。菊岡さんたちが言うには、聖号騎士となったアリスさん、アリスシンセシソサーティが候補として該当するそうです。
キリト、このことはまだアリスに言うべきではない。わしとアスナ、そしてお前だけの間でしばしとどめよう。
A lot of cutscenes for a demo.
たとえどんなことがあっても、俺は剣を振る。
Although
大切な人々を守るために。
to be fair, Metaphor ReFantazio had a pretty deep cutscene library. A lot of story in that demo, but you know, it's an Atlas game. You kind of expect that. What, I expect a 5-hour prologue in an Atlas game, right? So, I gotta get this straight. By the way, Fatal Bullet is the game that I played the most on this channel. Surprisingly good looter shooter. I really liked that game. I have it right here on my PlayStation 4. I need to play it later.
実践をしていないのでは？私の動きについてこられますか？
あ、言ったな。じゃあ聖号騎士のアリスさんにいろいろご教授いただこうか。
Noble Integrity Knight. You just pull out your... Never mind. Yeah, we're doing training here. Okay. Normal attack with the square button. Everything is listed on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And I won. Smashed on the square button and I won. See, what do we got now? Dodge. No, we got a dodge roll. Do I get bullet time? Yeah, I got the timing on that. Dodge and press the X button. Whoops, wasn't paying attention. That again. That's two of them. The timing is kind of precise, so... I mean, we're not talking about, like, parrying and Dark Souls, but whatever. Yep, gauntlets dropped. This one took me a bit of practice. It took me like 5 minutes to practice this. Mashy, mashy, mashy. So eventually she's gonna fall. I can mash on the square button. She's down. There we go. So while the enemy is down, you can mash on the square button for a finishing move. Done. It's a finishing art. You're just mashing on the square button the entire time. Congratulations. Completed. Okay, it's just... whatever. It's a tutorial. I get loot for tutorial completion. No complaints.
腕はなまっていないようですね。それでは東の大門へ向かいましょう。
So what was it? I know I played Lost Song on this channel, and I thought that was like a PS Vita game that got converted to the PS4. Did not like that one at all. Took me about an hour to... I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours playing that game, and I said, ugh, whatever. Though I want to say that's a free demo, too, if you're morbidly curious. I'm sure it runs on a laptop. But part of me... Yeah, so they were making these games on the PS Vita, because apparently the anime blew up in the early 2010s. And they kept making video games. I mean, this is a licensed video game, obviously, and the anime is based on an MMORPG, so it's not surprising they ended up making an MMORPG. I mean, I don't know. In America, it never got as popular as, say, Final Fantasy XI, but no, Final Fantasy 14. I mean, Final Fantasy 14 is apparently the game everyone's playing. Why are people still playing that game? I've never played Final. I have several friends who are lighter gamers than I am. I mean, they own Macs, for crying out loud, but they're playing Final Fantasy 14. So there you go. The game autosaves you move between maps. You can save manually by touching the light pillars. And you can instantly fast travel to them. Perfect. May not be available in certain parts of the story, like this part of the story, for example. In some maps, there are light pillars with a broken tip. These can't be registered or used for fast travel, but they will let you save. Okay. Amusing. So this game runs at 60 frames a second, so I might do a demo if I have to. I might do a 60 FPS capture later. I don't know how well it holds that frame rate, I just know it's a thing. Well, we don't really have to save now, because I already made a couple of saves. What's the map? Let's see. Well, I was supposed to explain what the map system is. I thought there was a map. I mean, there is a map. It's probably just not available yet. So we have the mini map. There are a couple more places I want to explore. I want to say there's a bit of loot around here, but there's nothing really worth looking for, I would argue. But for the purposes of this demonstration, we'll just kind of peek at the loot that we can grab from a few other locations. We just can't fast travel anywhere else yet. But you know me. When I play a game like this, I always try to unlock all the fast travel points so I can come back and revisit later. But yeah, so I know I played Lost Song on this channel, and I want to say it's a PSP cross-platform game. I own Hollow Realization right here. I thought that was from 2017, but it's actually from 2014. So I own this game, but I got it for less than $10. I'm not complaining about that. It might be something I might wind up playing it this weekend so I can sell it. I'm trying to sell a bunch of games by the end of the year. So I was going to get my hand... I forgot to buy... I know this is dumb, but I forgot to buy... there's a glitch in the Matrix. But it allows you to see behind obstacles, so that's cool. I was supposed to buy No Man's Sky when I was at the retro gaming store recently, and I forgot to pick it up, so that was a waste of time. I mean, I still have it on sale, so I'll pick it up, because it's like half the price as it is at every other place I've been to. Like, if you try to buy it at... Like, if you try to buy it at, like, GameStop, it's like $30. But if you buy the PS4 version, you can use there. They have it for, like, $10, $15. So I'll just buy that one instead. I mean, I already own the Switch version, and I'm morbidly fascinated about keeping that one. But I got that version so cheap. I guess I'm kind of holding on to that one. It's not the best way to play that game. Whoops. Oop, I can pick this up. It's not the best way to play that game, but the Switch version is sort of a... Okay, you want to play No Man's Sky, if you're like me, you want to practice No Man's Sky, but you don't want to really commit to it. Because if you're going to play No Man's Sky, you might as well play the console versions. The Switch version, I know the Switch version has a few stability issues. It doesn't crash, but there are multiple situations where you aren't going to be able to make it's like for instance, in No Man's Sky, you like dig into the ground. And then for some reason your laser stops working when you're underground. It eventually works again, but it might be like a asset streaming issue. So I don't know what's going on with that. I might download another patch just to see if they got... I might download the most recent patch for that, actually. Because they have to get around to fixing that. That's just bizarre. But No Man's Sky is I would say it's a good game on the Switch. But if you have to play any version, at least play the PlayStation 4 version. The PlayStation version adds settlements, which is a thing. I mean, it's more stable. The performance is a bit more stable. Again, you don't have to worry as much about the game. Like, the game isn't bugged out when you dig. Like I said, the Switch version bugs out quite a bit when you dig, which is annoying. It's not unstable, but it slows down a lot of your digging in that game. Because if you have to dig into a hole in that game, you do it pretty often. It slows down your progress because of how poor the performance is while you're digging. Like I said, it just, for some reason, your laser just stops working. But on the PlayStation 4 version I played, there was never an issue with that. I mean, I played the Switch version for like 30 hours. I probably put like 50 hours into the PlayStation 4 patch from the summer of 2024. So I can confirm the Switch version, it works, but it's missing some features. And like I said, there are digging bugs. The PS4 version, what is it? Like I said, it's stable now. Because I played multiple versions of that game over previous patches since it launched. And the patches broke the game. Like when the game first came out, it was bad, but it wasn't like it was empty, but at least it didn't break constantly. But when they added the Beyond patch, the physical version of No Man's Sky Beyond was incredibly broken. Like I would play the game for like a dozen hours, and then I would get soft locked somewhere. Like I would make 12 hours of progress, and then a thunderstorm would roll in on some random planet, or my ship would park itself would embed itself in the side of a mountain every time I parked it. So if I would reload a game save from my home base, the ship would be like embedded in the side of the mountain. So I would have to literally fly through the mountain every time I took off. And my ship would be damaged every time I launched, because the ship was literally like stuck at the side of the mountain. It was stupid. So at least they fixed that. The new version doesn't have that problem. So it's the version to own, I would argue. If you can get the patch, because the patch is not available in physical form yet, so that's disappointing. Well, there's Asuka. Well, if there's no voice acting, might as well just skip. Number of allies, you progress through the story, be able to... Awesome. Can't do it yet, though, I guess. Is there a map here? Camera distance. I can move that out if I need to, yeah. I moved it out so it was easier for me to see around me. Don't need that. Well, thanks for nothing. So I guess that's where we get the loot. Gotta get the provisions, I suppose. So the frame rate isn't really holding up here. Maybe it's based on the camera distance. Like, is that like a feel? Is that like an FOV slider they got going on here? But yeah, the frame rate's kind of chunky. It's like it's supposed to run at 60, but it's dipping. No. Okay. Is there something on the other side of this wall? Yeah, something on the other side. Yeah, there's an item behind that wall. Give me a second. Yeah, here. Not there. Here. Can't go that way. Yeah, there's something there. Let me see if I can get to the other side of this. And there's a boss fight here, so we're just gonna see what's out. We're gonna see what's around here. Skill points. Okay, so does that like mean I can like level up or something? Sorry, hit the wrong button. But that might just be like an emoticon. Who cares? What, can I do the Carlton dance in this game? If there's anything up here I can get. Well, that was a waste of time coming up here. Congratulations. I do like just getting experience for walking around. That is kind of cool. I wonder if there could be an RPG where you get like exploration experience for wandering around, but that doesn't count the same as battle experience. Like exploration experience could be used to like unlock other areas of the game, like secret areas. It's like, hey, if you have enough exploration experience, you might be able to talk to certain people, and they'll like give you like loot that helps you find hidden items on the map because you've explored that area. It's like, oh, you've been here before, so if your experience level in exploration is high enough, maybe you get some kind of buff or some kind of treasure or some kind of, you know, experience boost. Like, how do I say it? Like you're more likely to find like when you gather items, you're more likely to gather an extra, you know, you're more likely to gather extra food when you gather berries or something. Like exploration experience, you know what I mean? The game would reward you for stuff like that. It might not matter a lot, but it'd be curious if there could be like a class of character, like a cartographer, who's like really good at like mapping stuff. That would be cool. Anime Dragoon lady? Where's she burying her head? So no voice acting for this part. Kirito does have that plot armor, doesn't he? That's what I've been told, anyway. I have not seen a single episode of Sword Art Online. Did that anime air on Adult Swim here in the States? I'm not sure. I mean, I never saw it at the time. I am curious what anime did air on Adult Swim. Because I know stuff like Dr. Stone aired on Adult Swim. By the way, I'm playing this game from an external hard drive, just so you know. So, if you're curious about the game's performance on an external hard drive, you're seeing it now. I'm sure this demo runs fine on a PS5. I tend to believe it runs at 60 frames a second. If they could limit, like the PS4 demo might run at 60 frames a second on a PS5. I forgot what games where that was an issue, like the PS4 version, like the PS5 version the PS5 disc might have a higher frame rate, or might have a higher resolution but a lower frame rate. But the PS4 disc running on a PS5 just runs at the lower frame rate and runs at the lower resolution and gets a higher frame rate as a result. Which is kind of cool sometimes. I'll check and see what games were that. I want to check the games where that applied, of course. Check your party's HP and SP in the upper left corner. The green gauge goes down when hit by enemy attacks. So that's hit points. Yellow is consumed by access to sword skills and combat skills. Okay, that makes sense. The capacity of characters revive after a set time. Okay. Mashing square is effective. Sword skills alone increases focus and does more damage. Okay. Sword skills are the skill palace. So the R1 button is like a shift key. Sword skills cost SP, but recovers automatically over time. It's also replenished by hitting with normal attacks. Okay. So you can mash on the square button to replenish that skill meter. Some combat skills and items also replenish it. Hold L1 to display the skill palette. If you want to use multiple sword skills, just keep pressing the button. Okay. It's an action game. Play it accordingly. Triangle. R1 triangle. R1 X. Star sword, Starburst Scream. So I used a bunch of sword skills and the game gave me credit for that. That's right, I can't die here apparently. At least I don't think I can die here. Now what? Meeting certain enemy attacks with sword skills have counter. Yeah, so it's like a counter. So when Black Howling skill. Square. Didn't work. R stick to lock on. Yeah, missed. I have to time it better. I might die here, so be careful. Square. That was supposed to counter it. Okay, where's the ball? Did I do it right? Yeah, no, I didn't. R1 is square. So when the bullet comes, you have to hit it. There it is. So I did it. So I guess I used that skill when before the bullet hit me. Okay, when's he gonna hit me? R1 square. Didn't do it right. I have to time it better. I'm not dying at least. Here he comes. R1 square. I don't think I did it. I guess I did. Just didn't do it with the right timing. Where's the ball? R1 square. That didn't count. So I have to use better timing. I'm just not doing it right is the problem. Okay, here comes the ball. R1 square. Didn't do it with the right timing. So I have to do this with the right timing, otherwise the enemy won't take any more damage. R1 square. So I have to do it before the ball hits. Okay. So it's a slow-moving ball. Just a second. I'm not even doing this right. Okay, we're gonna wait for the ball, then you wait for the slow-moving ball. Hold R1, press square. Got it. So I had to wait till the ball almost touches me, then do the counter. Okay, that's what that's about. So I didn't lose any health, and he didn't lose any health. I completed that attack. Launch with the square button. Square. There's your finish art. That's why he's on the ground. He smashed on that square button. And we did it. Alright, so now what? So now we have to kill him. Ah, you missed. Nah. Accidentally hit me with something. So that skill meter builds kind of quickly. Square. There's your launcher. He's down, so let's hit him with another finisher art. He's almost dead. R1 square. So I guess we can't die here. Because this is the tutorial battle. Completed. I got Blood Haze outerwear. As opposed to the other kind of haze outerwear, I guess.
人海軍の皆様、突然の訪問を謝罪します。災禍となるものを引き連れてしまったこともお詫びする。ですが、こちらに敵意はありません。召喚は暗黒騎士団より派遣された使者、ドロシー・イザヤ・エリシバ、聖号騎士の長であるベルクーリ・シンセシスワンにお目通り願いたい。
ダークテリトリー、またの名を暗黒界、俺がいる場所。人海からすると長年睨み合いをしている敵対勢力の住まう土地だ。2つの土地を分断している東の大門が崩壊すると情勢は一気に戦争へと傾く。現状はもはや崩壊を待っている状態だ。そんな中、敵地から少女が2人やってきた。しかも人海軍の総大将にあたるベルクールに合わせろというのだから、俺たちは混乱していた。 ユージを。もしかして俺を探してたか？
うん。キリトを連れてくるようにってカーディナルさんに言われたんだ。これからあの暗黒騎士の子の処遇を決める査問会議だって。それで探してたんだよ。ねえキリト、小さい女の子の方は大丈夫だった？
なあ、サライのことか。今監視付きだけど天幕で休ませてる。疲れてたみたいで飯食ったら寝ちゃったよ。
サライって言うんだね。よかった、拘束されてないんだ。昔のアリスのことがあったからちょっと心配で。
あ、大丈夫だ。ああいったことはさせないさ。暗黒騎士の子、ドロシーだっけか。ドロシーと離れ離れが嫌だって泣くもんだからなだめるのが大変でさ。かわいそうだったな。
捕虜扱いとはいえね。僕も後で様子を見に行くよ。じゃあ少し歩くことになるけど出発しようか。場所は作戦本部だよ。
Oh, no more voice acting for this part. See, everything we just did is a combat tutorial. So now we actually have stakes. I'm pretty sure we can die here. So I don't imagine there being more than a couple of hours of content here, but it's that vertical slice everyone keeps talking about with these demos. Dark territory. Best kind of territory. Okay, so we saved here, I hope? Well, we're going to save now. Great Mound Road, not the Great Mound Round. So we should be good. We can delete that. We don't really need that. We can save over it. So we have a ground zero save and we have this save, so that'll be good. Okay, so where are we headed? In fact, how do I get to the map? Submenu. What's not the submenu? I feel like an idiot. I could have swore there was a way to look at the whole map. Wrong button. Yeah, I don't remember where the map is. I won. Okay, amazing. I was able to walk 50 steps, and I got experience for that. Completed a mission. Oh well.
彼女が無抵抗だったのは分かってるだろ。
わしもそう言ったんじゃが、怯えている者がいるのも確かでな。暗黒怪人を初めて見る者も多い。
暗黒怪人と言ったって俺たちとそう変わらないじゃないか。カーディナル、こんなの
なんだこりゃ。情けねえ。人海のど真ん中で武器一つ持ってねえ娘を寄ってたかって怖いってか。大の大人がガン首揃えて何やってんだ。いいか、外すぞ。
I'm installing the Hollow Realization disc while this demo is playing. That was a real quick installation. It took like 30 seconds and now I'm able to play the game. Funny how that works.
早速始めようや。何の用があって人海に来たのか話してくれ。
承知いたしました。改めまして召喚は暗黒界の10行が一人、暗黒騎士団団長ビクスル・ウルシャスターの名代として参りました。ドロシー・イザヤ・エリシバと申します。暗黒界は現在10行をそれぞれの長とする暗黒軍を編成し、人海との決戦を今か今かと待ちわびています。肥沃な大地と安定した気候を持つこの場所を我が物にせんと。
そして貴殿はその敵対する土地にやってきた。一体何のために？わざわざそれを聞かせたかったとでも？
人海との戦争は我ら暗黒海側の相違ではありません。中には
対戦の流れを止めようとする者たちがいます。召喚もまたその一人です。
ざれ言。一体どれほどの年月を互いに憎しみ合っているか知らぬわけでもなかろうに。
ああ、デュソルバート様の言う通りだ。今さら何を言っている。人海とダークテリトリーの間には血塗られた歴史がある。人海人がどれほど殺されたか貴様には分かるまい。ここにいる兵士たちの家族すらも命を落としておるのだ。貴様も人海の戦士を死に至らしめた者の一人のはず。どの口が。
召喚の母親も人海の戦士に撃たれて死んでいます。
それは。
皆同じ経験をしています。だからこそこれ以上無駄な血を流したくないと思うのはおかしいことでしょうか。ひとたび戦が起きれば踏みにじられるのは力なき民です。幼かった召喚が母を失ったように親を失う子が大量に出るでしょう。聖号騎士殿は人海の子らにそんな思いをさせたいのですか。どうかご一考いただきたい。召喚はいえ、シャスター様率いる暗黒騎士団は人海側との和平を望んでいます。
和平だと。
驚いたな。この暗黒騎士の少女は俺たちと同じように誰かを救いたいという気持ちを持っているのか。
閣下、この場で信用一つ乱さぬのはお見事ですが、何かご存知だったのですか。
さすが副騎士長殿はお見通しか。ま、今から言うつもりだった。すまんなみんな。この話は本当だ。かねてより俺と暗黒騎士のシャスターとで和平の道を探っていた。
ベルクーリを責めんでくれ。伏せておけと言いつけたのはわしじゃ。実を結ぶかわからんことじゃった。しかし幸運なことに大門崩壊前に間に合った。これは吉報と言えよ。
そうだな。だがシャスターの連絡では来るのはリピアという暗黒騎士だったはずだが、ま、誰が来るかは問題じゃない。大切なのは暗黒界の奴らが聖号騎士団団長である俺との約束を守ってきたという事実だ。いいかお前ら、これは左門会議じゃないな。和平の使者殿、平和について話し合いを続けようや。
和平という言葉にその場にいた全ての者たちに衝撃が走った。戦争を目前としたこの巧妙に少なからず俺は浮き足立つ気持ちがあったが、その道は簡単なものではないとベルクーリは言った。聞かされた情報を整理していくとその困難さがよく分かった。まずダークテリトリーの権力構造の説明は、10の部族の族長10校が統治者として存在している。剣闘士ギルドの族長イスカーン、オーク族のリルピリン、暗殺者ギルドのフザ、暗黒術師ギルドの DIL、 オーガ族のフルグル、ジャイアント族シグロシグ、そして山ゴブリンのハガシ、平地ゴブリンのクビリ、将校ギルドのレンギル・ギラスコボ、暗黒騎士団シャスター、彼らが10校だ。そのうちの暗黒騎士団と将校ギルドは和平寄りの考えであるという。この2つの部族は他の8つの部族に人海との和平交渉の会談の席についてほしいと願ったが、首を縦に振る者は少なかったそうだ。
我らが暗黒騎士団の長であるシャスター様の説得もあり、残りの族長からはある条件を満たせば人海との会談に応じると返事が来ました。それが和平会談は暗黒界で行うということだ。人海側は敵地に乗り込まざるを得ない形になる。
どう考えても罠だ。
ドロシー・イザヤ・エリシュバ、貴殿に問おう。人海の要人を手引きし謀殺せんとする。 ダークテリトリー側の罠でないと言える証拠は？
ありません。
和平をお願い。死も覚悟の上で敵地にやってきた剣士には敬意を払ってやりたいが。
ええ、安直に話に乗って出る損失はこの小娘の首で賄えるようなものではない。こちらから死者を出して敵の根城へ向かわせるなど狂気の沙汰です。
ですが求めているものがその猜疑心を乗り越えた心の強さなのだから、正直に恋願うしかない。召喚が敵地であるこちらに死を覚悟して乗り込んだのはそちらに敬意を払ってのことです。人海側は同じことができぬのですか？
なんだと？
あなたの言う小娘ができたことをそちらはできないのかと聞いているのです。騎士の称号が飾りというならば仕方がない。ですがそうでないのならば、召喚がしたように危険があるとしても和平の未来を手繰り寄せる行動をとってください。今度はあなた方の番だ。決してたやすくはない。困難な道となるでしょうが、人海にも気高き志を持つ剣士がいることは我が身をもって知っています。ぜひ和平への道を歩んでいただきたい。
挑むような彼女の言葉に俺たちは少なからず動かされた。その後の話し合いではダークテリトリー側からの要求をのみ、こちらから死者を出すことで話が進んだ。人海側は和平使節団を形成し人員を送り込むことになった。
すっかり暗くなっちゃったね。
話し込むと時間を忘れちゃうよな。夕飯もまだだし拠点に戻ろうか。
It's a lot of cutscene for a demo. I'll be the first to concede that. We've barely been able to do any combat.
明日の準備もしなきゃね。何を持っていけばいいんだろう。
雨よりにお別れの挨拶をしないと。
キリト君、どうしたの？
いや、東の大門の方を見ていただけだ。
何か悩んでる？言いたくないならそれでもいいけど、話せるようなら言ってほしいかな。一応私は君の恋人なんだし力になりたいよ。
ありがとうアスナ。あのさ、俺たち今このアンダーワールドで人海側にいるだろ。今まではこっちに守るものがたくさんあったから当然のように人海側でダークテリトリーと戦うしかないと思ってた。俺が知ってるダークテリトリーの住人ってなんだかすごく敵として分かりやすくて、ルーリットの村の山奥でゴブリンに勇士を傷つけられた経緯もあって、すっかり俺の中では悪い側だと思ってたんだ。でもドロシーと出会って。
ああ、うん、わかるよ。暗黒界の種族には殺戮と強奪の行動原理がフラクトライト AI の魂に付与されてる、そうカーディナルさんに聞かされていたけれど、あの人の考え方は私たちと変わらなかった。奪うんじゃない、守ろうとしてた。思い描いていたダークテリトリーの暗黒騎士とは違ったよね。
俺が見て聞いたものだけが全てじゃない。もっと事態は複雑でたくさんの事柄が起きてる。俺この世界が好きだよ。ここにいられる間みんなの役に立ちたい。でも立っている場所や見ているものが本当に曇っていないか今すごく考えてるんだ。
私キリト君のそういうところすごく好きだよ。私も考える。答え合わせができる問題じゃないけど考えることが大切だよね。きっとダークテリトリーに行けばわかることたくさんあるよ。大丈夫。君のことは私が守るもの。